stop this Russian and immediate plant in the first minute of the round. Don't want to see a duplication of that if you're Ethereal. And for Advent, if they have been watching tape on Ethereal, something you want to notice, that the team does have a propensity to sit back on their heels a little bit, and if you can catch them off guard, I've talked about it before, Oregon is a map you can run on. You get on a good run on Oregon, you can really start taking some rounds and get some momentum going and really take off. So if Advent has been paying attention, maybe watching some tape, getting a little bit of a scouting report down for Oregon, or just maybe the way they play Oregon, it's their specific style maybe, they could definitely benefit from taking a little more aggressive stance on this map against Ethereal. Again, the Vigil coming out, the Vigil roam game, typically going to be heading top floor for Advent.
10 seconds remaining.
Standard mirrors downstairs, nothing. I mean, it's an Oregon basement defense with some pretty standard ops. You only swap out again. No ADS is being brought out. This is bothering me a little bit that the ADSs aren't being brought out, and also that Dynamic's such a proficient Buck player, not going to be bringing the frag grenades, as they could be doing a lot of damage. You can get a frag grenade pretty easily from the base of main stairs, in behind the closet, into the mirror. No ADS there to stop that from happening. That's a free kill, or at least a free down onto the mirror, holding the mirror or the smoke holding behind either mirror. Ooh, Shazam, or Snappy on Twitch. Interesting switch up. Shazam going Ash this time around. Snappy heading to Twitch. And Snap doing some work with the Twitch run, getting rid of the LMIs. This is Vegeta, I believe, solo roaming for now by himself inside of Kids. Tonski's come over to small dorms to help. So he is invisible. Snappy's Twitch run going to get taken out. This push from Dynamic to the top of big window upstairs going to help push out these roamers. A minute down on the round, and the roam clear is taking its time to get ready. Coda, quick peeking top of white for any kind of rotations down, but there's no real pressure to force them out. They're trying to find the location of Tonski. They can't find him. Should know he's in small dorms by now, by where these... Yeah, there it is. The call's coming out by Dynamic. Wallbangs come out, but not going to land on Tonski, as I believe he's... Yeah, he's tucked away into the hallway behind that brick wall. It's just barely catching those bullets. Coda and Vegeta in the middle of an engagement. Now the impact t-shirt cannon going to come out, but it'll be Snappy coming up the armory stairs on the flank, and now Vegeta stuck alone inside of Kids, going to drop down straight into a flank hold by Shazam. He will drop him as quickly. 5v3, and Warslayer the Bandit going to be playing on site with a red dot MP7. Interesting decision. But playing on site now as the Bandit. No more roam game coming out for Advent, and they're in a tough situation. Minute left on the board. They can bait out these smokes pretty effectively. C-Dub's lost a little bit of health too, as this attack is coming in. Zofia stuns coming out from Coda. He's going to try and bait out these smoke grenades. There's one. He can still pace these effectively, but he's just spending them all now. The plant gets down successfully at the base of the stairs. Shazam able to drop Goku, as Joe gets dropped at the base of main stairs. C-Dubs takes out Dynamic as well. Joe unable to be picked back up. Snappy will trade onto Warslayer, though. It's up to C-Dubs on the smoke. He's able to take down Shazam as he rotates to Laundry. It's effectively a 1v2 right now. The sprays from Coda not landing. Smoke grenade comes out to the hatch. But Coda spray through the breach hole on the classroom wall into Laundry rotated. C-Dubs tries to push out, covered by his own smoke grenade. Great spray there by Coda, guessing the rotation out timing, and that'll be Ethereal taking round number 1 on Oregon. A great roam clear, if not a little bit slower than usual, but still does the job perfectly. A great flank hold by Shazam to acknowledge that they knew that the pantry hatch was open, awaiting Vegeta to drop down through the hatches. 4 attackers are converging on you. It's a tough position to be in. You can't really hold your ground very long without your Ela concussion mines, as all of them were taken out by the Twitch drone upstairs, clearing everything. It's a great job on the roam clear by Ethereal, and they will take the first round on the offense. Something we don't see too often. And I mean, you live and you die by the roam on Oregon. Your roam game really going to set the difference and set the tone on Oregon for whether or not you're going to win or lose some rounds. And that roam game there stalled out a little bit. I think a little undermanned, really. I didn't really see what Warslayer was doing downstairs. the best I could think is maybe he wanted to bandit trick the mirrors, but I mean, I think you'd rather have more of an influence upstairs and help out your roamers than just try and bandit trick the mirrors and keep them alive downstairs. At that point, I don't know, you need the smoke, really. I was going to say don't bring the smoke, but you really do need the smoke. I don't know. Playing the bandit on site, interesting decision. Did not work out. Roam clear, excellent by Ethereal, and now we see Ethereal's iteration of the downstairs defense on Oregon themselves. Tonsky again bringing this reflex G36, and I have to ask why. I have to ask why. If you're taking the G36 for the recoil advantage, which, I mean, the R4, not a lot of recoil, why the reflex then? Is it just preference? Then why not the R4? Higher rate of fire, better damage? I don't know. It's just, it sticks out as odd to me. You don't really see a G36 too often these days. I think Dynamic's getting a little antsy inside the meeting, and this is a better job of the roam game so far by Ethereal. They've spread out a lot more. Snappy playing kids, or yes, kids dorm. Coda playing in the attic with a rotation as he's waiting for C-Dubs, I believe, to come up the armory stairs. It is C-Dubs. There's solo breach. He's already breached up in the main hatch, but he also has diffuser, and if he loses it on a roam hunt, it's a very bad situation to be in for Advent. Tonsky holding the same flank hold that Shazam was. Concussion mine goes off. Warslayer concussed and just ducks out of the way of the pre-fire. But Goku will be the one to take him down through the wall. Koda's still in a position here. He's being sprayed down inside of attic with no way out. He's going to have to force them out to come get him. And Vegeta with the asphyxiating bolts could do a lot of damage. Instead, he's going to go for the drone. And he's going to leave Warslayer to come and grab him. Frag grenades coming out, sending in. I have an audio bug now. That's lovely. Well, that sucks. Dynamic, though, peeking up through from inside meeting, able to take down Warslayer as he tries to rush in and take down Coda. Coda will get taken down, and Dynamic will fall. Yeah, I have no game audio. That's fun. Down to a 2v4, 50 seconds on the board. Still have the smoke grenades that are impervious to the ADSs from Vegeta. Is there any way to fix this? I think I have to actually restart the game.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Diffuser's been dropped at the double meeting door. Ash charges are going off, and now Vegeta gonna wait to asphyxiating bolt the mirror. Flashbang's flashing himself as well. EMP is coming out, trying to remove anything pre-placed, but they're down to 23 seconds. They're in a rough position here to start pushing down this plant. Smoke grenades are coming out, and he's gonna try and hold it on the stairs. He's sticking out, and Joe is completely blind. Plant is going down by Goku. Flanks are hell. This is a rough position to be in if you are Ethereal. It's all up to Joe now in a 1v3. Tags C-Dubs as he rotates up the stairs. But Joe, in an impossible situation here, has 3 to kill. They've all retreated to the hatch. Pre-firing the rotation hole, and Tonsky will take down Joe. And I'm going to turn off game audio sound because that is really fucking annoying, and I don't want to hear it. So we're just going to go soundless now. Sucks, I know, but I don't want to rehost for the sake of me, and I definitely don't want to slow these guys down. I want to get out of this as quick as possible. I'm really tired, and we can live without some sound. So Advent, a very good roam clear, if albeit it took a little bit longer, but emulating what Ethereal was doing on the roam clear as well, having that flank hold so that Snappy really didn't have anywhere to go. Even if he tried to vault out the windows and sprint all the way to dining, I guess his other option could have been, and it's audacious and it's like absolute last ditch effort. But if you do have that Ash hiding or flank holding inside of kitchen here, it is a long run to get from kitchen, even as a 3-speed, all the way around to the dining door. And if you have this back tower window prepped, I'm a bet, I'm not 100%. But I'm going to bet the 3-speed Ella, vaulting and running, you still have that 2-second advantage on the detection as well. To vault out the window and somehow get to the tower window and vault back in before anyone upstairs notices it and calls it, or you get detected. It would be a ballsy play. We've seen it happen before, and it has worked out before. But I think that's your only option if you have that Ashe flank hold happening. So Dynamic going to set himself up in a tree because welcome to Siege in 2018. Almost flicks. I think that was Tonsky rotating back. It was into Kids, opening up some rotations now. And Vegeta going to be going for the roam game all the way downstairs in Laundry. Same ops coming out on offense once again. Shazam still taking this Ashe role instead of Snappy. Interesting call if they decided to make that role change in between games. Maybe it's just map preference between the two. Snappy's Twitch drone, though, getting taken down as he's going in for those mirrors. Snappy seemingly not an evil waffle caliber Twitch drone user. So Vegeta going to get spotted out here probably in a minute, or Joe's drone is going to completely miss him as Vegeta is safely tucked away on the basement stairs, waiting to go for a delayed flank around. Shazam clearing for any roamers inside kitchen. There are none. So Warslayer is still pressed upstairs, and it's only Vegeta on the roam game right now. Perfectly content to stay on these main stairs, avoiding the drones, looking into kitchen. Just saw the head of Dakota. I believe it was Coda as he ducked into kitchen. Just saw him for a second and then backed away, and the pre-fire is coming out from Coda as Vegeta will get spotted by the drone and back away and go for the rotation to the back of the tower. Now Coda free to start doing some work on the floor as he's the only person in position to do this. He breaches open top of White. He sees C-Dubs, takes down half his health, and it will be Dynamic, taking him down for the big window as he's forced out of his position atop White. Very advantageous position to get rid of here for Ethereal. They can start pushing their way in top White and breach open the match. Now a run out here by Warslayer at the classroom window will take down Shazam. There's the Ashe, and he's able to safely rotate back up into Master Hallway. He's lighting up Joe, but now Warslayer, 1 HP in the hallway. Anyone breathes on him, and it's all over. He's just going to go for the pre-fires quickly and duck back behind this reinforced wall. 45 seconds on the board. Tough engagement to be in. Snappy holding and waiting. Coda has safely made his way up to the top of White. He's left this mirror intact, and he's quick peeking from behind the bomb. Tomsky as well is doing the same. I think Warslayer's gone for the rotation all the way down and around. He has. Vegeta will also do the same and take down Coda at the top of White. Tomsky will drop Dynamic from inside Kids outside the window, and it's up to Snappy and Joe. Breach is coming out. Warslayer 1 HP and Joe electing to go hallway. 15 seconds on the board. Snappy and Joe both holding hallway. Nothing they can do to alleviate their obviousness of position. Snap is going to push into an Ella Concussion Mine, barbed wire, a mirror intact at the top of White, and 3 people peeking him simultaneously. Not a wonderful spot to be in if you are Snappy. And Advent going to take their first lead on Oregon and their second lead of the evening, as they did take the first round on Oregon. Or sorry, on Border. So Ethereal losing the downstairs defense are electing to go back or go upstairs now, changing up the pace. Gonna go kids dorms and small dorms. Bringing the castle and the Legion. A little bit of an alteration from the ops we've been seeing lately up here, but I mean, it's all personal preference really upstairs. Like we have that mirror. We're in a map that really lends itself to those mirror windows. Having that attic rotation is key as well to try and stop any kids' repels. They can do a lot of damage, and I imagine having those castles on the windows on the top as well, on kids' windows and connector window evidently, will help out immensely as well. Keep that mirror intact. That was the one thing that I did see from Ethereal last round that I would nitpick a little bit, is not pushing the kids' windows at all. Obviously, you're clearing out top of White, you feel like you're in a good position, but no one is flank holding with the man advantage, and unable to secure the kill onto Warslayer, the bandit who escaped with 1 HP. It's unfortunate. 1 HP, it happens. It's been happening to me a lot lately. Unfortunate, I guess. That's all you can really say. So bringing out the Capitao as well, Vegeta. Capitao getting a lot of play lately, and I really do believe it's because his smokes are so effective at displacing those mirrors. You can shoot them across the room. You don't have to throw them, and they are impervious to any ADSs. There's nothing to stop them from getting through. Now Warslayer outside of dining. Drops to the dining door. Not really sure why, as he doesn't have a claymore to place. Snappy playing in attic, checking rooftops. Coda getting droned out downstairs. Dynamic, though, will get the first pick from inside kitchen. There's a rush coming in. That's Tonsky dead. He's going to get Vegeta, too, as he ducks into classroom to take the angle towards kitchen. He's got a third one coming, which is C-Dubs, the lone breach with the diffuser, but a great start to the round by Dynamic. Coda pressuring from the back bathroom hallway as well. Goo Mine's coming out into the hallway, the back bathroom hallway, and the classroom doorway. C-Dub's going to be pulling out the drone as two attackers clearing from showers, and C-Dub's pushing in alone from the main lobby side. Dynamic, and I drop a third one. That was Warslayer inside of dining. Not Dynamic going off right now. Down to a 5v2. C-Dub's pushing from classroom. Goku going to circle around and join him outside the front door as they push together. The last two attackers alive. Dynamic going to finally fall as he goes for the push onto C-Dubs. Both C-Dubs and Goku start pushing up the armory stairs. Hitting Goo Mines. Goku going to have to take him out. Breaching open a peek hole down the hallway. C-Dubs. He's going to have to save the other breach for the armory wall. There's not really going to be anyone in a position to hold that. A minute left on the board, and he's going to be ducking in, taking the peeks himself and towards the attic, checking the hallway. Going for some pre-fires on some common peak spots. But Snappy inside the attic here can do a lot of damage. He's going to throw out a concussion mine. It is going to concuss one, but Goku can come in for the flank as well. He is going to do that. Lands a few bullets. But we'll finish him off, and now Coda and Snappy can be going for this flank from down below. The same flank we saw last time around. C-Dubs, though, safely able to duck inside of Master Closet and start breaching open the wall. 30 seconds on the board. Goku coming in as well. And it looks like, was that Coda? It was not Coda. It was Snappy who rushed in. I thought Coda was going to go for the bandit trick. C-Dubs right on the other side of the wall. Snappy. He's going to keep going for the pre-fire with the Ella. Still 23 bullets in the mag, but Goku runs hallway. Almost takes down Joe at the top of white, but will get taken down on the cross by Shazam to save him. Shazam will get the quick double kill to take down C-Dubs as well. And we'll tie this thing back up on Oregon, 2-2. Great job holding the cross there by Shazam. Holding that mirror. Again, those castle barricades, keeping them safe. And again, no one really pushing kids' windows on the attack upstairs. Obviously, having that attic rotation was tough, but Snappy was out of there more than once in attic. Getting that drone call in there is significant. Just missed opportunities on both sides of the board so far. Advent going to be going back downstairs on the defense to laundry supply room. We need to see the op picks. So we're bringing a Glass again for the downstairs take. For the top four take, I understand. I really do. Dynamic, a great Glass player playing the top of the roof outside big window. He's gotten plenty of picks from there. He's also done a very good job of holding down those rotations. And if he's not getting that headshot, he's at least dealing enough damage to make it worth his while to stay there instead of taking the Blackbeard. The OTS-3 doing a little more damage than the SR-25. However, attacking downstairs, you had to assume losing the... Wait, did Advent win the defense upstairs? Yeah, Advent did win the defense upstairs. So you know that they're going to be going downstairs on the defense, and they still take the Glass. Interesting decision by Dynamic and Ethereal as a whole, and we still have this role switch for Snappy on Twitch and Shazam back on Ash. Not sure what prompted this, as Snappy was going off on Ash the first time around on Border. Not sure where this change came from. So Vegeta and Tonsky again going to be on the roam game. This time in kitchen. They're going to go upstairs. They're getting heavily droned out by Ethereal's roam clear. Tonsky playing inside a kitchen, not using the ERC to stay invisible. They know exactly where he is currently. Tucked in behind the island in kitchen. Spray's coming out towards the door, and it'd be Shazam clearing out Tonsky. Still got Vegeta to deal with behind the island now, and he's going to be breaking out into meeting, going through his rotation. Back to meeting, but hatches are fully reinforced. He's going to like to go up the tower stairs, throw an impact into attic, and go for the rotation. Doesn't have a second impact to blow the attic hatch, though. Tough spot to be in, as he could have been in a very advantageous spot to hold down all of meeting from that hatch. Instead, no second impact nade to afford him that availability, and Vegeta instead will have to cover from the staircase or go for another flank around behind the back tower stairs. Drones seem to be skipping over Vegeta for the most part, unable to find him in the tower stairs, but Dynamic firing some pre-fire shots through to the attic wall. He's going to see him, he's going to tag him once. Vegeta down to about 5, not even 3 HP. Have to duck back down to site and could go for a reset here. So all 4 defenders left on the board, stacked on top of site again with about 70 seconds remaining. Drones coming down, and there's no hole on the wall to throw any smoke grenades. I think Goku forgot that part or something. Bandit charge, and now Joe's just shooting Hibana pellets into a bandit charge. It's a cacophony of errors coming out on both sides of the board now. Smoke grenades coming out on the side of Dynamic and Ethereal. Now the wall's been opened up by Koda as the Zofia. Not sure why you would open it up for him if he doesn't have it, but Dynamic able to finish off what he started earlier with Vegeta. He triple tags C-Dubs down to 1 HP. Dynamic will finish him off with the PMM down to a 5v2. Warslayer rushing hallway. His diffuser has been planted at the base of the main stairs. Goku looking up to the hatch. A tricky situation with those impact holes. He's going to peek, take down Dynamic with a slow peek, rush the stairs. Joe will drop him. And Warslayer now left alone in a 1v4. Diffuser down, ticking down. But 20 seconds remaining. 7-second defuse. He's got to make a miracle happen. And it doesn't look like it's going to happen as he tucks in behind the closet. Not going to save the op as Joe will push in and get him for the quick 2K to round out the round with the bearing 9. And that'll be Ethereal taking the lead once again on Oregon. Much closer game, much more back and forth, seesawing. Never really, neither one of these teams really taking control on Oregon. Interesting situation. Seems like the defenses seem to be a struggle for both of these teams. No team really finding their footing properly on the defenses downstairs. Defense upstairs, though, is a whole different story. And after winning it upstairs, defensive selection goes back downstairs for Ethereal as well. I'm not trying to go for any off-meta sites. We're not seeing any reminiscent of Genesis play today, unfortunately. I would love to see it again. I'd love to see the tower hold again, or the dining kitchen hold again. I was a big fan, loved it a lot, and I'd love to see... I don't know if right now, winding down to the end of the season, 2 potential playoff teams bringing out the tower defense. But the way Genesis played that was something. That was something. If only Rudy Cat didn't throw. So reinforcements coming out. Same op lineup coming out once again. Seems like Advent holding tight and true to their op picks. Universal op picks for both sites. Dynamic throwing some... interesting concussion mines. Don't know if he's going to try to force as much pressure out through that meeting double door as possible with those concussion mines. Try and catch a couple people off guard. Maybe even C-Dubs with that lone breach. Lord knows. You take down a Hibana on Oregon, you're in a very good position. So the reinforcement setup coming out in meeting once again from Ethereal. Nothing too new. And again, we're getting this G36 reflex from Tonsky on the roam clear. Again. Not exactly sure why. Tonsky inside bathroom. Not going to run into any opposition just yet. Koda's gone up to the attic, but Snappy and Dynamic elect to hold inside meeting. Checking camps now. Snappy's still checking hatch for any kind of construction rush. None such rush is happening as all of Advent are clearing out top floor and working their way down throughout the main floor. Vegeta going to trigger a concussion mine. The main door, one of those concussion mines that I pointed out is a little bit odd. Dynamic not using it at all. He's going to check the cam. That'll obviously get taken out. But he's not affording any pressure towards the meeting yet, and he didn't use the timing of the concussion mine for any kind of advantage in a gunfight. Now he's avoiding some pre-fires on a good angle hold there. I believe that was by Tonsky. At the back bathroom hallway it was. Now C-Dub's going to be coming towards hatch. All 4 attackers stacked on top of one another as Tonsky's alone. Holding for a flank hold. This time, no such flank coming, no such drop, no rotation. These defenders sitting back inside a meeting once again, and this is a problem we saw against MYL. Ethereal's Ethereal, sorry, propensity to sit back and ask the attackers to come to them when they're really just leaving their anchors out to dry. It seems like they're doing a better job of baiting this engagement out from Advent than they did against NYL. But it's still a troublesome situation. Down to a minute, though, and they have done a good job of killing some time. Nobody really affording any pressure towards that front door yet either. Now the plant is going down behind the laundry machine, but Shazam will take him down with a rush down hallway with the nitro cell. Joe dumping all of his smokes unnecessarily. And now the pressure's coming out from Meeting. Joe will take down one that was down at the top of the hatch. And Dynamic going to start pressuring out from Meeting as well. Last three attackers all stacked outside of the main lobby hatch. Another concussion mine going to go off as Vegeta tucks in by the doorway of the main stairs. He's going to start pushing down. He needs to secure the diffuser. No smoke grenades left in hand. Warslayer covering the rotation through laundry, but they need the diffuser. Tonsky going to flash and rush straight into the back of Dynamic, who's going to take him down to a 4v2. 13 seconds remaining. No diffuser control for Advent, and as he pulls out a frag grenade, Dynamic going to rush in. He's going to down and not finish off Warslayer, but no time to revive him. Vegeta going to rush down. Dynamic going to get his kill that he downed. Shazam going to finish off Vegeta, and once again, we have match point, series point in the favor of Ethereal. Pretty bad stall out there, I would say, for pretty bad stall out from Advent there. A little surprised so far of I don't know, that Meeting hold is it's a double-edged sword, it seems. If you can bait that engagement, and it looked like Advent just didn't know what to do. They just looked at it the whole time and went, we want to deal with this, but we don't know how, so we're just not going to. And then they thought, okay, maybe we should deal with it. Oh, no, let's just go for the plant. Oh, there goes the diffuser. There's no time left. And then it all fell apart as the pressure finally came out from Meeting extremely deep into the round. But again, just, that Meeting hold, it's wishy-washy for me. It goes back and forth on me. Sometimes it works, but if you don't successfully bait that engagement or at least bring enough confusion with that Meeting hold, it leaves you in a very vulnerable position for your anchors. Playing it behind those mirrors, they're in a tough spot to deal with, especially with those Capitao smokes. Again, invincible to those ADSs. It's a tough position to be in as a smoke playing behind the closet mirror and not having the ability to do anything, see anything, or call anything with that smoke sound blaring in your ears. Dynamic can be opting to go for the Blackbeard this time around, atop a big window, instead of the Glaz, going SR25, taking in Bosco's footsteps, and Joe opting to go for the Dokkaebi as well. Interesting op changes, and Snap, instead of going for Twitch, is going to be going for the Thatcher, as it looks like Ethereal want to try and simplify some things here, not go for anything too complicated with the Twitch drones, having to decide between the mirror and the bandit charges. Just going to attempt to get this thing done the old-fashioned way, breaching in through the master closet wall. Looks like Coda hearing a run out from in behind. It might have been Vegeta in garage. It was outside the garage door. C-Dub's also playing the top of Armory stairs. Interesting east side hold coming out from Advent. More drones coming out to find C-Dubs. There aren't really isn't really anyone from Advent going for a hard roam game right now. Seems to be just Vegeta on the roam down inside garage, trying to apply some pressure towards the master balcony repel. Warslayer going to fall to Dynamic at the big window, and he's going to down another one. Vegeta going to clean it up. No, Vegeta going to take down, or Vegeta going to fall to Joe as C-Dubs has been down. It's down to a 5v2 now. Tonsky inside Kids, unable to revive C-Dubs, and Goku battling with Dynamic, able to down him and finish him off now with the Nitro. Still down to a 4v2 as no one on Advent is going to be able to come and pick up C-Dubs. He's going to be left alone to die in the hallway. No one to save him as he's crawling away. Snappy going to clean it up. inside of Armory, and now the push is going to come hallway. Koda is going to drop Goku. Tonski's completely blind. Inside Kids, nowhere to go. Going prone behind the open hatch, but he drops Shazam in the process. Down to a 1v3. He's lighting up Koda through the mattress. Inside big window, but now Plant has gone down inside small dorms. Tonski spraying wildly. Prepping for the rush, but no rush is coming. Ethereal wants to close this out, and they're playing it safe. Pre-fire through the correct wall at the correct height, just on the wrong side. And pre-fire is coming out from Koda is just the same. He's going to push in and fall. Down to a 1v2 now. Tonski's eliminated half the attackers he needs to. Still has to push. About 25 seconds left on the defuse time. Still has a 7-second defuse as well. He's popping that ERC to stay invisible to the drones, but he's worried about one of the big window when there's two behind him. Snap just misses him as he goes for the rush. Joe playing just inside the closet beside the breach hole. There's not enough time to defuse. And Tonski, as he takes down Joe, Snappy will trade him out. It doesn't even matter as the fuse time had ticked down. And that'll be Ethereal taking this 2-0. A scoreline of 5-2 on Oregon and 5-1 on Border. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is all we have for you this evening in IEG for North America. And we won't be back until next Tuesday for the next broadcast.